Gentlemen and female gentlemen, we are witnessing the fall of a great empire. The MrBeast situation just got worse. So if you have been keeping up with the Nuxanor lore, the Lord Nuxalore shenanigans, you will notice that at the time of me streaming this, my latest video was this one. MrBeast's entire empire just collapsed. He was exposed by one of his former employees as basically a fraud. This is not a controversial take. There were not even most of the claims were not debunked even a little bit. MrBeast was kind of not only exposed to be faking a shit ton of his videos, which I have been literally saying for years. You could look back at my channel. I have a video that's like 2 years old that MrBeast even commented on this video of mine, where I said that he's lying and faking shit. Turns out I pre-watched life. He is in fact lying and faking shit. Now this isn't the worst of it. Obviously, the worst of it is the actual fraud involved, the rigged lotteries, the false advertising for his Feastable bars and stuff, but apparently it's so much worse, because ever since the Chris Tyson situation, where Chris Tyson, MrBeast's friend, was basically exposed to be some kind of predator, everyone's turning over every single rock they could find, and it's bad. Apparently it got worse. Apparently MrBeast knew about this whole thing the whole time. Apparently he was in the Discord with Chris Tyson with all that shit. Oh my god! Alright, well, anyway, let's fucking jump into it. It's the Year of the Beast, baby. Year of the Beast! Cat Williams was right!
New MrBeast allegations have just dropped, and it's not looking good.
Oh, a 27th MrBeast allegation has hit the tower, Mr. President. It's getting rough out here.
For Jimmy. So last time we talked about Dogpack404's viral video where a former MrBeast employee exposes Jimmy for allegedly conducting illegal lotteries towards children, promoting gambling, faking his videos, forging signatures, manipulating who wins the prizes and monies in his game shows, and mostly giving it to his friends and employees rather than random viewers.
Yeah, we did this already. Like, there was this one game show. This one I didn't mention in my last video, but I looked into this a little more. In one of MrBeast's game shows with like 100 contestants or whatever, the first guy that loses is Mac, okay? Mac loses first. And MrBeast said, oh, I forgot to say that whoever loses first actually gets a car. And then he gives him a car, and he's like, what? That's crazy. No way. And it turns out the guy was an employee of MrBeast. It's a fake giveaway. It's wild. It's crazy how often this has been happening. God damn, anytime there's an unexpected, well, you get a free car. Oh shit, that's crazy. In the MrBeast video, it now casts a massive shadow of doubt that might just be a MrBeast employee that's winning it. Like, this is why it's so awful to get exposed as like someone that has lied and faked so much of their shit. Because at this point, why would you give him the benefit of the doubt to assume anything is real anymore? God, this has really been a nightmare of a year, hasn't it?
And much more. Now, I mentioned in my last video that MrBeast was actually caught in the same Discord server where Chris Tyson was openly sharing prawn to minors.
Oh, shit, dude. Oh, it gets so much worse. It gets so much worse. Listen, again, I mentioned this in the last video, okay? On the tier list of crimes, okay? Because everyone knows that I have a crime tier list, all right? The crime tier list is as follows. Child predator, that's S tier crime, okay? That's fucking awful. That's the worst. The worst. It's up there with rapists and murderers and shit. That's up there in S tier, okay? Lying in a YouTube video, that's a C tier crime, okay? Fraud, that's getting closer. That's B or A tier. That's somewhere in between. But being in the Discord and defending his friend that he knew was sending this stuff? All right, we need more proof. We need more proof. Let's see what this is all about. We ain't accusing anyone of anything yet. We wait to see some proof. Oh shit.
And now we have allegedly confirmation that it was indeed the real Jimmy, and it is seemingly provable by searching the archives and seeing that his account is linked to the MrBeast gaming channel, which is not possible unless
he
you
knew
the channel.
He did know all along. Mr. Jimothy Breast knew all along.
And can log in. Meaning essentially, MrBeast lied in his response saying,
it's like everything gets worse and worse and worse. Over the last few days, I've become aware of the serious allegations of Chris Tyson's behavior online and discussed in a post such unacceptable asks. So, to be clear, Chris Tyson not only talked inappropriately to minors in the public server. Apparently, Chris Tyson also groomed multiple kids, like in private conversations too. So I doubt MrBeast knew about that. However, that doesn't make it acceptable to know that your friend is talking inappropriately to minors in a public Discord and sending them porn and shit. That's scary as fuck. Oh, Lord.
That he just became aware of Chris's actions in the past few days, when in reality, he knew all along. As we know, he had the lollipop art hanging from his living room wall.
It's so wild. Every time I see this image, it just psychs me out. It's like you have MrBeast in the background just staring at it like, what is that? Oh, God. Frick, dude.
And he was in the same server as Chris, sending messages.
Oh no, Chris did confirm it
from his living room wall, and he was
with friends like these. Who needs enemies? Lol, Jimmy just chilling. Ah, no. Now he's chilling with me, says Chris. Lava, the 13-year-old kid that was groomed by Chris, can't believe Beast forgot to connect.
In the same server as Chris, sending messages, and he was best friends with Chris for over a decade and defended him until the recent drama. Now it actually gets worse.
Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. Listen, standing up for your boys, defending the boys, the homies, that's important, okay? You gotta stick up for your friends. Unless your friend's a predator, okay? In that case, you are fucking defending, enabling a predator, all right? Once again, we have the crime tier list. If your friend's worst crime ever was in C tier or lower, I'm not even gonna fault you for defending your boys. If the crime was above A tier, get out of here, bro. Get out of here. This is nutso. This is like if Chris killed someone and Jimmy helped bury the body. That's not just defending your boys. My whole chat is just spammed with the "this is fine" meme. Bro, dude, get oh, my chat's on fire. It's on fire. Oh, no.
Worse for MrBeast and Chris, because 500,000 messages have been released to the public from that Discord server. Keep in mind, this is after Chris and his squad wiped out every message that they thought was incriminating.
Wait, let me get this. Wait, let me get this straight. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Let me get this straight for a second. They wiped out all the incriminating messages, and they still got mega fucking exposed super hard. Oh shit, it must have been a travesty before. Holy crap.
But there's still so many left. Moreover, Lava, one of the victims who was groomed by Chris.
Yeah, Lava was 13 and Chris was, I believe, 20 at the time where they were having inappropriate conversations. And for the longest time since this all went down, Lava has been defending Chris. Lava has been saying, "No, I was never groomed. I was never groomed. It's crazy. Everyone is lying and manipulating." Now Lava's an adult. But at the time, Lava was not.
Now recognizes that it was inappropriate.
After reading the chat logs, this was inappropriate and wrong. Oh.
And wrong what was happening in the server.
Oh, that's nice.
So let's go over these messages and explore
this
insane rabbit hole. Here we have it.
This is the downfall I was not expecting this year. I'll be honest with you. There were a lot of people that I wasn't super duper mega surprised when they got exposed, But homies and gamers, I did not think we would be witnessing the downfall of MrBeast. Okay, so someone sent me timestamps. Apparently in a Ludwig video, he mentioned that he thinks that MrBeast rigged his shit. See, I've said that MrBeast rigged shit, so this is not surprising. But apparently he just said it. Wait, hold on. At 9:40, he says it. 9:40. All right.
Might notice that throughout all these shots, they bring out the subscriber. Right? They bring them out, and you shoot with your subscriber watching you, and then they immediately get to drive off, which is kind of a cool thing. Now, what didn't make it to the video is I was getting baited into doing this free throw. I've talked a lot about playing basketball. Some people in the cube knew about me playing basketball, and they were like, "Ludwig, take the free throw shot." And MrBeast, because he wants action, he wants content. He was like, "Do it, Ludwig," and then he brought out my subscriber, and out walks this dude whose name is Holden. And I start to interview him Because what I was really curious about, I was like, is this an actual Ludwig fan, right? Or is it just someone who vaguely knows about me who they're calling a Ludwig fan? And he comes out, and I'm basically trying to quiz him to gauge whether or not this is truly a Ludwig viewer. So I ask him some questions. This is in Ray's vlog. Is it? Is it? Okay, wait, hold up.
Bro! Okay, that's sussy. Well, I'll watch this off stream. I'm not going to sit here for the whole Ludwig video. Apparently, there's another clip at 45:15. Oh my god.
That kind of sucks.
So after that challenge, I thought to myself, this isn't rigged for Logan Paul. Because that was luck. He totally could have got eliminated until this next challenge.
Oh god.
Now time for the 5th challenge. Switch the floor. There are 5 pairs of 2 dots. I once again need you all to pair up into groups of 2.
And this time, you'll be working together.
You want to take the risk? I'm down. I'm down.
You two been getting along well?
Yeah, because all my friends out and he speaks French.
All right, Carl.
So some teams form naturally. I paired up with Amixem because he speaks French. You know, the girls
Makes
team
sense,
together.
Makes sense. French people could cook. That's just a fact.
But Logan teamed with Nick DiGiovanni, a very popular, famous, and impressive YouTube chef who was a former winner of MasterChef. And let's take a look at the next challenge.
Blindfold them all.
I'll see you on the other side.
Dark in here. Now that everyone is blindfolded, bring in the set.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro.
This room is being transformed right now.
I lean to my left. There is something hard.
What do you think's going on?
Sorry, he was a finalist, not a winner of MasterChef. Correction.
I smell a bit of gas. I touch here, it's cloth.
Yep.
Jimmy, is this an
Hey,
apron?
stop touching
Oh,
things.
you, I asked you.
All right, everybody, remove your blindfold.
Damn.
Bro, it was a cooking challenge! He's teamed with Nick DiGiovanni to cooking challenge!
Damn. It does kind of... Again, I said this in my last video on MrBeast, that I think that MrBeast is constantly kind of putting Logan Paul in a good light, putting Logan Paul in all of his videos, because I think MrBeast is really, like, he has his MrBeast burger, he has his Feastable bar, Logan Paul has the Prime drink. I think they are gearing up to some kind of crazy collab, maybe not anymore, but I think that's what they kind of were doing, not gonna lie. So, yikes, dude. Frick. And Ludwig is, like, the biggest MrBeast, like, fan of all time. Like, bros gets on his knees and glazes that man every single time. God damn. Whew. All right, back to these fucking DMs.
A tweet by Drama Alert, a thread of all the weird things Chris Tyson allegedly said in the Discord with minors. She's only 14. Damn.
Oh,
okay, so
shit.
these messages are from 2018. Somebody posts an attachment. Chris replies saying she's only 14. Damn.
What could that attachment possibly be? What could it possibly be? Well, we have 2 options. Either it was hentai, or it was much, much worse.
And this is allegedly BB, which I'm not gonna say her name, otherwise
Fuck is BB?
as my last video got age restricted and demonetized, completely suppressed when I
The big shock. Yeah, no way, MrBeast. YouTube suppressing. No way, YouTube suppressing shit that's against MrBeast. No way, that's crazy. Says the guy who also has a video that I can't fucking get monetized about this whole MrBeast Chris Tyson shit.
said her name. So, what did you think she
Who's BB? Beast Boy? Can't be Beast Boy.
was? 16 and legal in some states. Oof, of course. If she's 14, I'm 14. Chris allegedly
Oh no!
sharing links to the famed lollipop artist Shadman, and Chris has linked the website. Chris the meme god also
Bro, imagine posting links. Okay, so Shadbase is the most degenerate of porn websites of all time. Imagine posting any porn website to a public server with minors. Yikes, dude. Yikes, dude. He knows he's like, this is a conversation between Chris and a child. And they post a link to Shadbase. Yikes.
also referred to as Lollipop God is back.
Oh.
Designated Lollipop, yes it's me. Yeah, you're back. Ooh woo. What am I, a parent?
Who calls themselves Lolly God?
Chris Tyson's alleged response to a request to delete an NSFW channel because there were minors in the Discord.
Oh, that seems pretty reasonable, honestly. Yeah. Minors in the Discord, you should definitely delete your NSFW channel. That makes a lot of sense.
I don't have any issue with the channel. What I have an issue with are minors that have access to said channel.
Incredibly based.
Chris says, is there even a way to do that? No,
What do you mean? Delete the channel. You don't need to have a not safe for work channel in your Discord.
not really, no. So what do we do, lol? Remove it? No, people like it.
What?
Even if there was a way anyone can lie about their age. Yeah, true. And I mean, to be fair, the internet is full of prawn. Discord says,
Wait, is the Chris response to all this saying that, well, even if we didn't have a not safe for work channel in the Discord, they could still just look up Prawnhub themselves and find it anyway? That's a really, really wild freaking statement. How is that a defense? Oh my god. Yes, I gave cocaine to the fucking child, but in my defense, there was a meth dealer outside anyway, so...
if you can't regulate it, don't have one. It's the responsibility of the server owner to prevent minors from viewing prawn materials. Chris responds saying, what am I, a parent? Lol. I say we get rid of this because the fan base of MrBeast and Chris are mostly under 18. And Chris obviously completely ignored this and continued going with his absolute degenerate tendencies with minors.
Lord, that's wild. That's so wild. Obviously didn't care. Obviously did not care.
Chris says there's nothing more free than peeing in the shower. Facts. Waterproof phone gang and added an attachment.
What is this, a selfie in the shower? Bro, Chris was posting actual nudes in the Discord? No.
Of presumably his image. We only worship Jeebus around here. Challenge accepted. The god. Oh yeah, Daddy Chris. That's a lot of moisturizer. Why are you in the shower? I don't know if this was a picture of Chris or something with minimal clothing, but this is bad. This is bad. Allegedly, Chris Tyson role-playing. No, it is not. Buzzles your necky wecky. Fight me. Love you guys. Nuzzles pee-pee.
It just gets worse and worse. It's worse and worse. How does this happen? How? This is obviously someone who didn't realize they were doing anything wrong. How could someone interact like this with minors and not even think that, oh shit, yeah, no, this is probably inappropriate. Like, huh?
Nah. Unzips pee-pee. Okay, Chris,
my
you need
God.
to be locked up ASAP. Now,
10,000 years dungeon, no trial, no lawyers, 10,000 years dungeon.
it gets
Very excited for the next MrBeast video. $1 lawyer versus $1 billion lawyer.
really bad when you realize that MrBeast was
I flew 10 of my closest friends to Epstein's Island.
also in the server sending messages. MrBeast and Chris Tyson Discord leaks. MrBeast allegedly complimenting Chris Tyson's PP size in Chris's Discord server with minors. No, he's not. His PP isn't big enough. I'd know. MrBeast, this is the actual MrBeast. No, I know his PP size and it's huge.
Okay, all right, fuck.
Beast, are you gay? The moment you okay? I'll deep throat Chris PP. Haha, MrBeast joins in to comment on my PP size. I love it.
Again, MrBeast saying that he knows Chris's PP size, irrelevant, not damning, no problem. However, this is obviously in the context of talking to minors. So MrBeast can't really make the claim that he didn't know that Chris was interacting with minors inappropriately if this is going down. Right? Like, again, I don't give a shit what people do behind closed doors with their friends that are all consenting adults. I don't give a flying fuck. Yikes.
And that's Chris. Vindication, Jake Franklin.
People call me a degenerate. I don't have fucking DMs like this. God damn, this is crazy.
Jake the Viking.
Yeah, he said Jimmy knew. Yeah, Jimmy knew. He at least knew a lot of it. Maybe he didn't know everything, but he knew that there were inappropriate conversations with minors. That he knew.
King also tweeted out saying Jimmy knew, and then he says, I called it because these texts have been revealed, and it has been confirmed that it is actually MrBeast. It has been linked to his official account, as I mentioned. Oh lord, it's going to be a long night. Okay, so I gotta mention a couple additional things that are happening on the side. Chris Tyson is being accused of SA by someone.
Oh, damn! Wow, it keeps going! What kind of a degenerate freak do you need to be to have this freaking... This isn't just like a message pop out. This is insane. I think inappropriately messaging minors is S tier already, okay? Triple S tier forbidden jutsu going on, okay?
This essay by Ava Chris Tyson. Mooskina has come out with their story here. I'm not gonna go into it. You can go ahead and read it if you want. A lot of stuff going on here. I pretty much gotta censor all of this or YouTube's gonna nuke me again, which I don't want. He's done. This is the nail in the coffin accusation. Is anyone else?
Yeah, because we need another nail in the coffin accusation. The thing is about this, there are like 10 nail in the coffin accusations. That's literally the worst part. There are 10 nails in the coffin.
Not surprised. Now, it turns out, because the situation got so huge, Chris Tyson's
I wonder if Anthony Padilla took down that interview.
own sister has come out saying that Chris is faking being trans as a fetish. I'm his...
Wait, what? I'm his sibling. He, and yes, I used the correct pronoun, told me that he got fully aroused when he secretly stole my female clothes and put them on. He's deluded and disturbed, and it's 100% a fetish. He's narcissistic, and professionals have told him he needs a full psyche eval. Is this real? Is this actually, like, confirmed Chris's sister?
His sibling, he, and yes, I used the correct pronoun, told me that he got fully aroused when he secretly stole my female clothes and put them on. He's deluded and disturbed, and it's 100% a fetish.
Yikes.
He's narcissistic, and professionals have told him he needs a full psych eval. This would be absolutely groundbreaking if he was mocking the LGBT community by, you know, pretending to be trans or something like that. But I can't confirm any of this. These are allegations from other people, right?
Yeah, obviously, allegation, no evidence. Is that disproved to be Chris's sister? Like, is that confirmed? Because that would definitely give it a lot more credence.
So I'm just reporting on it. And before anyone says anything, yes, it is confirmed that is Chris's sister. Former MrBeast...
It just keeps getting worse. It just keeps getting worse. This is insane. It's... Oh, God. Oh my God, we are witnessing like the craziest train wreck of our lifetimes right now.
Employee Jake the Viking says, after seeing all of this, I'm glad that they fired me.
Yeah, no shit.
I think nobody wants to be involved with MrBeast anymore, and he's gonna have a really hard time hiring people anymore.
Nah, don't worry, Logan Paul will still fly out for all of your events, homie. Don't worry, bro.
Now we gotta move on to the MrBeast games situation.
Okay, this is what everyone's been telling me I needed to look into, because MrBeast just got an Amazon show, and apparently it's been crazy.
So MrBeast is doing an Amazon show called Beast Games, and it's essentially one of his videos, but on a very wide scale.
It's fucking Hunger Games, but MrBeast.
Right? And tons of people are coming out with so many allegations that the environment was incredibly unsafe, with allegedly people being denied medication.
It is the Hunger Games! Oh, Lord.
Being beaten by other contestants.
Okay, these are just allegations, but what the fuck? Wait, huh?
Given very little food, some allegations that girls were tackled and assaulted by guys on the show with zero repercussions.
I love how people are saying that Chris Tyson was the downfall of MrBeast, but if this is real, then MrBeast's downfall was happening at some point.
MrBeast is a monster. MrBeast's alleged contestant speaks out, claims unfair teams and contestants being defressed after. MrBeast just wants to psychologically disturb people.
Okay, that's not itself so bad. Listen, psychologically disturbing people is kind of fun sometimes. All right, I'll give him a pass. That's a joke. That's a joke. What the fuck?
They eliminated 400 people the first day. Those 400 people,
that's fine.
The majority of them were forced by the other team members to be on the specific team they were.
What does that mean, forced by team members to be on a specific team? How do team members have some kind of power? I mean, they literally beat you up, tie you up, and throw you in the other side of the room?
Some were just about like physically like assaulted to be put onto one team, which ended up making it like the weakest team, since it was a lot of like elderly people, petite women, and people that just, I mean, they weren't willing to take on 6 guys that were surrounding them trying to take their vest so that they can actually be on that. Of the 400 people.
Wait. MrBeast didn't divide the contestants? He let the contestants divide themselves? He let the contestants divide themselves? No shit, all the strong people are going to be on one side, and they're going to herd all the elderly and weak people to the other side because they want to win! There's no way. That's not just negligent. That is incredibly stupid. MrBeast became the bad guys of Squid Game.
people that
If this is true.
left, the majority of them, I'd say at least half, are all extremely depressed. Like, MrBeast is a monster, and the games that he does are really cruel and sick. I mean, there are a lot of updates that I'm gonna give. I made a video last night when I was prepared and planning on killing myself last night. It was supposed to be 1,000.
What the fuck? It's that fucked up? I feel like we're still at the tip of the iceberg. I know it feels like it's Jover, but like we're at the tip of the iceberg right now.
$1,000. That's like nothing. 4 months. It was going to take 4 months to get to me. As MrBeast and his staff knew that I was homeless and had nothing when I went on the show, and I had to buy stuff for wardrobe to be on the show. Many people, sometimes they hadn't gotten their medication for like 2 days. Some of it was like epileptic medication, like really vital, necessary medication.
Okay, so some people are saying that she might be exaggerating, blowing it out of proportion.
Yeah, again, just you have to know, this is an allegation without evidence. It needs to be taken as an allegation with no evidence, all right? Like, no, I do not believe in jumping on a hate bandwagon because there is a hate bandwagon to jump on. I'm not gonna do that. But holy shit, dude.
Portion, or she's just salty that she lost the game and she didn't win any money and she's a sore loser. Now, that could be the case, but considering she said she wants to game end herself, that would seem sort of serious. Also,
again, there's people like Boogie that are going to make that threat all the time. So again, trying to look at this objectively as possible, because I think that in my last video on the MrBeast shit, I was as objective as I could. I have my biases. That is true. Everyone does. You got to be aware that everyone has their biases. But trying to look at this objectively, it's an allegation with no evidence. The thing is, she's not the only contestant. So if there's 40 people that have exactly the same stories as her, well, that's much more likely true then in that case. So I guess we gotta wait. We gotta wait a little longer, and it'll all come to light. This is crazy that this is happening.
Also, you'd think that Mr. would help out one of the sort of homeless contestants, seems like in line with his values, but apparently not. Now, the only reason I showed this person is because there's also tons of other people coming out saying the same thing, including reporters who...
I literally just said, well, there's probably going to be 40 other people. Well.
Went to the location, and nurses in nearby hospitals where MrBeast filmed saying that there were people severely injured and the conditions were super inhumane, right? Where people were denied medication and food and proper hygiene. Now,
it literally is Hunger Games. MrBeast was paid by Amazon to recreate the Hunger Games. Bro took homeless people and had them fight to the death for food and medication. Like, I don't understand what's going on right now. Like, is this real life? I feel like if this would have been like an actual TV show, it would have kind of gotten swept under the rug. But by the fact that it's tied to MrBeast, a YouTuber, ain't no way this isn't gonna catch up to him. We got Hunger Games before GTA 6. True.
A blast from the past for Rosanna Pansino, the YouTuber with like 15 million subs, who was complaining about MrBeast's hide and seek challenge.
Yeah.
She also made 2 videos about this. Here is the first one.
I wanted to keep you guys updated on what I've been hearing about MrBeast's Beast games.
It's crazy. Rosanna Pansino was 3rd place in a hide and seek MrBeast video, but was framed in the video as being 4th place in the hide and seek video. And she became the #1 MrBeast hater of all time. It's kind of wild. It's kind of crazy. Holy shit. Maybe this is how I make enemies. Is this how I make enemies? Just too hard on people, kind of a dick to people every once in a while, and they just sign up to be on the Nux hate list for all time? If that's the case, I sincerely apologize. I don't think my trolling was ever meant to get anyone to hate me this much. Holy shit.
Since I posted my video yesterday, I've pretty much been talking with more people involved.
Also, I haven't lied about stuff like this, like MrBeast did, so, again.
Involved with the show all day. At this point, I've lost track, but I think it's nearing like 100 people who have reached out to me with their stories. Each person has their own experience and their own opinions, but overall, the stories that I'm hearing just break my heart. I have never heard of anything like this on any set. So today I want to read a statement from another contestant who shares many of the same experiences with the other stories that I'm hearing.
Okay, there's going to be a lot of reading. Feel free to skip this part, but I'll try to interject my commentary and let you know what I actually think. I was a contestant until the end. I also didn't accept their hush money. It was really bad. People were having seizures because...
Hush money. I wonder what hush money is. It's like, I'll pay you $1,000 to sign an NDA where you're not allowed to say anything?
They weren't getting medication, even though we were promised we would. It was 100% rigged and presented as though the games would be like Squid Games, basically a type of game show where all the games are at an even playing field. That was not at all the case. The games were about speed and strength. I assume this is similar to the Netflix show Physical 100, where it's like physical challenges, right? So only the
physical challenges, really? Again, you should have maybe said that earlier, right? Right? Most Squid Games challenges were also physical challenges, if you think about it, but goddamn.
Young athletic males were at an advantage over the women and elderly people that were casted. To make things worse, men started realizing they could take out the women without being eliminated. Guys started tackling and hitting women. 2 girls were tackled and passed out on the field and dragged off to continue filming. I saw people with broken bones, stitches, and most were women. This is straight out of an absolute...
This is a nightmare. This is a nightmare. What is going on? This is Silence of the Lambs, the YouTube video. I made 1,000 people sign an NDA and then brutally beat them like they were piñatas. I dressed 40 women as piñatas. What is going on?
Horror show, and the fact that multiple people are coming out with this is absolutely insane. I'm really hoping some contestants come out who haven't signed NDAs and let us know if all of this is true or false, because this is an insane...
I don't want to believe this. I really don't want to believe this. Again, I'm still waiting for evidence, but there's just too many corroborating stories to really think that it's all fake and exaggerated, right?
Scandal. We were given maybe 400 calories a meal and only fed every 12 hours.
It is literally the Hunger Games. I don't understand. 400 calories a meal fed for 12 hours? Today we starved 100 people to see who could last the longest.
Food would run out and people would fight, steal, and hoard food. What kind of sick game was this? I thought this was a regular MrBeast video, but they're fighting over food and water? Water was scarce and kept running out as well. I had to sit with a bloody pad for 2 days before I get undergarments and my reusable pads because I'm allergic to regular pads. We're also sleep deprived. Only allowed to sleep 3 to 4 hours. We all slept on the floor on the stadium in a $10 sleeping bag. They offered anyone who lost $1,000 to sign away their rights to join any kind of class action lawsuit of any kind.
Wow, dude. See, obviously they're going to do this. I'm surprised they didn't make people sign things before joining. I would think that before joining a MrBeast video, you have to sign some shit, right? You know, one of those, I will not sue you if I am injured in any way. I take full responsibility for anything that happens to me. I'm sure they signed something like that before they join, but then when it gets really fucked up, they even need to be paid another $1,000 after they leave to sign that shit, right? Like, because the basic signing your life rights and lawsuit rights away before joining some sort of physical activity is commonplace. Everyone does this. They do this at some amusement parks, right? But so I'm imagining they all signed that beforehand. So if they signed that beforehand and they still need to be paid $1,000 to sign away rights to a class action lawsuit, it means that the working conditions were likely so bad the original documentation that they signed probably wasn't enough. Yikers!
That is an insane thing to even offer in the first place. Isn't that implied?
I took 1,000 people and denounced their human rights. What is going on?
That you've already done something really wrong. I didn't sign, so I did not get the money. After the article came out and things started blowing up, they called everyone back and decided to offer an additional $1,000 per person to make up for the inconveniences.
Some people call this business. I call it hush money. We are not the same. Wow, dude. I wonder how much influence MrBeast had on these games. I mean, it was obviously his brand. He should have known better. No matter how big of a part he played in these games himself, he should have absolutely 1,000,000,000% known better. And it's definitely his responsibility. Fuck, dude. This is the dark timeline. Like, I usually enjoy me some drama. I am not enjoying this drama.
And we'll get to the article as well because that is yet another bombshell.
Oh,
They knew
God.
it was bad because they also offered to provide therapy sessions using their own insurance. And it wasn't Amazon Prime that called me, it was the MrBeast crew. So this therapy session would coincide with what that woman was saying about how she wanted to neck herself. I mean, initially, I did think it was a bit far-fetched.
In this video, I violated every single one of the Jiva convention violations.
Because it's a game show. But if what they're saying is true and you were beaten and starved, I mean, yeah, you would want to neck yourself and you'd need therapy sessions, right? I mean, this would be an insane story to make up by 10 different people at the same time. I mean, that's kind of crazy to me. So I'm inclined to believe at least some of this stuff happened. Possibly they're exaggerating, but at least a lot of the bad things did happen here.
Again, there's just too many corroborating stories for it to all be fake. At the same time, there's no evidence, and I would not accuse MrBeast of any of these things myself without evidence. You know, being that I wasn't there and I'm just listening to word of mouth. But I am inclined to believe some of it, just simply because there's way too many coinciding stories that are really lining up very, 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 very well. Buy some MrBeast merch to support the next Hunger Games, baby.
We were set up to fail, and when men started tackling people to get them out, nothing was done about
It's
it.
so wild. I never even looked at... I always looked at MrBeast as a really nice guy on YouTube. I think this is why it's hitting me so hard, because I was just so completely, potentially wrong, right? Maybe that's why it's hitting me so hard. So, you know what I always say? I've said this on the podcast. I've said this on streams and videos. 1 in 4 streamers are bad people. Okay, this is my metric that I am going with 0 actual numbers behind it. I am making it up completely, but I am proving time and time again that 1 in 4 is not inaccurate. I really think 1 in 4 people on YouTube are probably assholes. This is just my theory, my game theory. I did not think MrBeast was there. I'm still holding out to some sort of shred of hope that maybe he responds somehow, but this is fucking atrocious. Like, I don't know how you could do this. Like, this was definitely MrBeast's responsibility. It's crazy to see how well-aged the Jacksepticeye clip was when he said he didn't like MrBeast. Everyone jumped on Jacksepticeye. Jack said, I don't like MrBeast on a lie detector video. Everyone jumped on him for that. Everyone. Sheesh. I mean, I said that his videos were faked, but I didn't think there was this level of abuse.
They were not even eliminated. The game that had to do with the briefcase, it literally felt like Hunger Games.
No! Not the Hunger Games reference.
While MrBeast is standing on his podium, looking down, watching all of us peasants fight for a chance at $5 million.
No!
And it was a game show. And
he literally became the villains of Squid Game. I can't believe it.
With the waiver is a company's responsibility to have safety protocols in place to try to prevent injuries. That is not what was happening here. The fact that there were nurses at the hospital in Las Vegas are also confirming all the injuries that happened is proof they did not have to sign an NDA.
Oh my God. Imagine. It's like all the contestants had to sign some sort of NDA waiving their rights before joining the Squid Game, okay? And then literally after it ends, the evidence comes out because all the nurses in the hospitals around Las Vegas were like, I don't know, we just saw a whole bunch of victims. They were all beaten up and bruised. Their mental states were in the shitter. They all went to this MrBeast convention or something. I don't know. Oh my God.
So this is what gives the most credibility to this situation, because even in the article it mentions that, yeah,
all right, I can't wait to see this article.
Nurses are confirming these stories as well, because they were getting a sudden influx of injured people, and it was all coming from the MrBeast challenge, dude.
God, dude.
And I think,
imagine being a nurse at a hospital, and then you get like 100 fucking patients with broken arms, bruises, and dilapidated mental states, and they're all wearing the fucking blue shirt from the MrBeast Squid Game. They all just walk in together, just battered and bruised. 100 people walk into the emergency room. It's like, can you imagine even the reaction to something like that? This is out of a horror movie.
the reason this happened is because MrBeast is used to dealing with 100, 200 people at a time, maybe. And he went straight to 5,000 or something.
Oh, shit.
Like, way more than he can handle. And, you know, he didn't have the staff. He didn't have the sort of team to handle all of this. And this absolutely blew up in his face. Here we got yet another contestant with another story. I was expecting for this competition to be hard, but I did not expect to endure what I did. It was a shit show, to say the least. I believe they were in over their heads and did not plan very well.
Yeah. Again, it's negligence, or it's, you know, but it's not responsible. You are responsible for what happens to these people that you fly out to your show, period. Yes, it's not as bad if it wasn't malicious. I think maliciousness bumps it up a tier, all right? Negligence, B tier crime. Maliciousness, that bumps it up to A tier, okay? On the tier list of human crimes. But still, it's not good.
Here's some of the things I experienced. No one was using a microphone to make announcements, so it was very hard to hear what production was saying. A lot of things got missed. I had to hear through the grapevine.
If they aren't reported to some level of authority, I'll be surprised if it's true. On the one hand, I hear what you're saying. You have a lot of people doing some wrong shit. However, remember this is owned by Amazon, okay? The biggest fucking company on the planet. All right? This is MrBeast and Amazon joining forces for this shit, all right? I don't know. Seems like this game was rigged from the start.
Fine about.
I feel like malicious negligence should be S tier. Okay, dude, no. S tier is even higher on the totem pole. Okay, S tier, that's fucking child predation and war crimes is in S tier. Okay, gross malicious negligence, A tier. Okay, listen, this is my criminal tier list. Okay, make your own.
About certain things like when they had Gatorade, when we could go to medical, and when they had snacks.
I took 1,000 people and I treated them as poorly as Amazon treats their employees.
Bags. This just seems like a really poorly organized event that led to an absolute disaster, you know? They handed out undergarment bags to everyone alphabetically by last name. I did not receive my undergarments until the second day of filming.
What? Oh my god! I didn't receive my undergarments until the second day of filming. Yikes.
After the first competition, they hadn't fed us in a while and I was feeling lightheaded. I asked someone if they had anything to eat and they told me to push through and basically suck it up. Oh, you want food, peasant? No, not here in the MrBeast.
So sad.
This is a dojo, all right? You don't get food, pal. On the first...
If you want food, you gotta earn food. They're gonna be like Hunger Games. They're gonna give the fucking contestants a spile to pull the sap from the center of a tree trunk if they want to live.
Day after 12 hours of having contacts in my eyes, I asked someone if I could go to medical to take them out and they told me no.
Makes
I
sense,
witnessed
makes
two
sense.
people that had seizures and it took medical several minutes for them to get there. I'm assuming this happened because they did not have access to medication, but I could be completely wrong. Medics should have been on the field 24/7, ready to go at all times.
Dude, this is just another fucking travesty on the list of YouTubers trying to do some corporate shit and failing miserably. Like, this is awful.
Why are people having seizures at your event, MrBeast? What the heck? I heard
this is not a normal thing. MrBeast response video. MrBeast response video. I got 1,000 meth addicts to compete. I didn't know this would happen. I didn't know.
We're being pushed and shoved by males. I received an email yesterday checking how they're going to check footage and because they take violence seriously, they should have done this during the game and not after the fact. I would say most of the challenges were definitely geared towards strong and fast men. Yeah, I mean, if you got eliminated and then the next day you realized they cheated, that would be completely messed up and probably illegal. Like, because
it feels pretty shitty.
Despite the fact that this is like a game show or whatever the hell, they have to follow certain rules, or you're just, I don't know, wasting people's time and essentially lying to them and breaking your contract. When all the contestants arrive back to the hotel.
Yeah, because this falls into the false lotteries that we saw earlier, that you can't betray people when it comes to a lottery. A lottery needs, if you're going into idea that you have a, let's say 1 in 100% chance, a 1 in 100 chance of winning with 100 contestants, and then it turns out that you don't for whatever reason, like turns out there's 150 contestants, you got scammed, brother.
Hotel, we were supposed to have flights booked for us to go home. I woke up the next day and with no flight information, with so many contestants trying to go home, I heard they would not have all the flights booked until a few days later.
Oh my god.
That is so messed up.
There's no
I
way.
had to book my own flight and use money out of my own pocket because I couldn't wait that long because I had to return to work.
There's no way. There is no way. There is no way. Oh my god. They bought them return tickets, but they couldn't get flights back for days? They had to sit there beaten up and dilapidated with mental trauma after being treated miserably in a game show, allegedly, and then have to sit in the airport for 3 days waiting for a flight back home? Ain't no way, bro.
They're going to reimburse us, but there's no telling when I will see the money. They gave out Feastable chocolates. Oh yes, the third.
They give out their own shit. All right. You can't blame them.
30 grams of sugar. Gotta load everyone up with some diabetes real quick.
Yeah.
My group hoarded
the diabetes DLC.
chocolate because we weren't sure when the next time they would feed us, and we were afraid we would get hungry.
Imagine needing to live like this. Oh my god.
I mean, honestly, this stuff sounds straight out of a survival horror movie or something like that, where there's some evil game show lord who is messing with the peasants and shit like that. I don't know how much of this is legit, how much of this is confirmed.
Man, these are just allegations at this time. But everything will come out. The truth always comes out.
But I can't say there have been multiple people reporting the exact same thing with the nurses in the hospital, with the contestants.
The statement I just read doesn't even cover the half of what I'm hearing. I'm also waiting for confirmation that there were only 2 ambulances for well over 2,000 people, the contestants, including the entire crew. And I'm speaking with someone from the crew right now to get confirmation about how many people were on the crew.
Now here's a picture that I probably blurred. It's essentially somebody's leg that is badly bruised.
Yikes.
And apparently they have broken bones after attending this Beast Games event or whatever, and they got brutally assaulted.
This is crazy. This is insane. Holy shit. I can't believe it's this bad.
Another contestant says no medications, no undergarments, despite supplying 5 days of only electrolytes were Gatorade handed out. Ran out of meals for people. Water would run out. Was not a safe space. Many of us knew it would be mentally challenging, but the danger we were put in and lack of care was unexpected. No clear communication between staff, making it worse. People were prepared to go into a MrBeast challenge. They obviously know it can be challenging because they've watched the videos, but they weren't there to be literally tortured, you know?
This is crazy. This is crazy. I tried every CIA torture technique on unsuspecting guests. Whoever lasts longest fucking wins $1,000. I peeled all the nails off 10 people.
From some of these stories, if these are true, this is torture, all right? Denying somebody food, water, medication, and, you know, basic sanitation is absolutely insane. One contestant noted production staff hired locally were treated poorly, with some working shifts in excess of 24 hours.
I tried shit that Deadpool survived on regular people.
Hours in a row. Medications such as inhalers, contact lenses, feminine hygiene products were surrendered, which caused—
What does that mean, surrendered? You have to surrender your inhaler? Dude with asthma walks into MrBeast video, they're like, give me the inhaler. Are you kidding me?
Concern among the production's medical staff. Yeah, that is really weird. Why are you confiscating medication? In like, what challenge will their inhaler possibly help them? Oh my god, you need to breathe? I'm sorry, no breathing allowed.
It's true. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh my god. It's like, sorry, lady, you have to surrender your tampons here.
MrBeast challenge. Contestants were asked to give production team several pair of undergarments, which were not returned upon disqualification. That is—
They take your underwear, and if you lose, they don't give you your underwear back? This doesn't sound like real life. This unironically does not sound like real life.
That's crazy. Stealing people's underpants is nah. You taking my underwear.
That goes to S tier on weirdness alone, okay? What the fuck? It was all part of the massive ploy to steal the panties. It was literally the plan all along. It was never about the Beast Games. It wasn't about the money.
We have beef for life, okay? I'm sorry, that is crazy, bruh. MrBeast represents—
Again, alleged. These are all alleged. Let's recognize it. But everything will come to light. You gotta just wait. Everything will come to light.
Representative says this information is inaccurate. What a great elaboration. It's just inaccurate.
Are you serious? Are you serious? The response to this laundry list of accusations was inaccurate.
Guys, is Chris, even my friend, inaccurate? Just yeah, didn't know any of this actually. Yeah. Am I doing illegal lotteries on YouTube for children? Inaccurate actually. A hospital employee told us, I'm aware of 3 or 4 hospital evacs today. Overnight shift said it was insane, so not sure if or how many hospital evacs were there. Production is a shit show and unprepared for the scale, making decisions as they go along. The bare bones medic staff on site is not adequate and were overwhelmed last night. They compete at night.
This is insane. This is insane. It's like all the fucking hospitals around the arena. The hospitals around the arena needed to double their staff because of a MrBeast tournament. This is crazy. This is crazy. If Darman says what happens in the dark comes to light, then it's true for MrBeast as well. Yeah, I guess.
Let me know what you guys think about all of these MrBeast accusations. There's so many coming out. Stay tuned. There's even more stuff coming.
No!
Talk to Dogpack, one of the MrBeast employees behind the scenes. And yeah, he's cooking, man. He's cooking. All right, plenty more to come. And I'll see.
Holy shit. Wait, so Dogpack said, yeah, they want my video down bad. CEO was calling me. Apparently they're reaching out to former employees, reminding them of their NDAs and shit. Feel like Amazon and YouTube will have to address this soon. Big storm coming. Oh my god. And you just know your boy, me, Nuxanor, will be here to cover everything. I will consume all lore. MrBeast lore. Adventure Time lore. Every bit of lore will be consumed. This is the biggest YouTube drama of my lifetime. Like, without a doubt.
See you guys next time. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Pegasus. Dude, I like more Pegasus. Bro's been fucking annihilating it with these videos. Holy shit. And he deserves all the success. He does the research, and he's been the biggest MrBeast defender for like the last bunch of years. Every time MrBeast would get called out on some shit like, oh, he gives too much money to charity, which is bullshit, obviously. You know, Mr. Pegasus would be here to defend that man. So this is just... It's fitting that he's the guy that's getting the big fucking videos calling him out and stuff. So check him out. Thank you for being here. I'm going to try to be as objective as possible, but holy shit, it looks like MrBeast ran a Hunger Games. There's a lot more to do, baby. A lot more to come. Stay weird, fam. If you made it to the end, click one of these two videos, which also will definitely get me canceled. See you live on Kick. Stay weird, fam.